Hello everyone, Manathrone here, and welcome to kind of a little bit of a guide on what I feel is the easiest and best way to use the Supreme Jack of Trades. Now, there is at least, one more stage I believe? But I know there's a lot of people who are a little intimidated by the fact of how much you would actually need, how many skills you need to complete. And I'll show you the easiest way I feel to do it. And this is actually even within Berthorpe. So what I do is I have, just a necklace and ring, maybe a pocket slot item. That's all I have. Now I'm also going to show you, in case you're not sure, about how you reset auras with the Hylian aura right now. So you'll right click it, you'll hit reset aura, it'll bring up the interface. See, it's currently recharging the Supreme Jack of Trades. So I'm going to reset that, because who doesn't want some extra XP daily? Now it's reset. So what I'll do is I'll activate it. And this is how simple it is. Like, I'll go through the whole step of what I do to actually get all the skills required. First up, there's oak trees right here. Try to go for the oak trees because eventually we're going to alch one of those and try to get the most money back. Now I did make one mistake I can already see, so I'm going to have to grab a pouch because this is my second trip through, so this is my reset one. And I made a small mistake, so I gotta get another pouch from a summons. But I'll show you and explain to you what I traditionally do when I don't mess up. Alright, so this doesn't really matter. I have a bunch of pouches from previous summons as I build up my summoning level. So I can do finish all the Elven quests. Alright, so I got my logs. Next I go into the mine. Okay, so we'll get some copper. We'll go through, we'll get some clay. And then we'll get some tin. Now since I have these, I already have my mining XP now. The reason why I got all three of these things, we'll see here in a little bit. So now I need smithing XP. So I'll come out here, smith a bronze bar. Now traditionally, I'll even go as far as to go ahead and smith the main hand throwing axe. So now I have this. So I'll equip that. I'll get water from the well to make soft clay. Now the soft clay I'll actually keep, but that gives me my crafting XP. So now we come over here to the cows. We'll click on one with the axe out to get my ranged XP constitution, and then I'll attack with melee and making sure it's enabled that it spreads across all skills. And now I got my attack, strength, and defense. Well, I got my defense with range too, but now I have 10 out of 20 skills already. Go a little bit further south, pick some flax. Might not be much, but it's farming XP. Then I go over here, cage fishing, and then I fish one fish. Well, we're all crayfish. Now I need another thing. Okay, let's go for thieving XP. Thieving XP is right here. Depends on your level, depends on what stall you should go for, of course. Now I have thieving XP. Now for the summoning XP, I like to do this because, well, who doesn't like daily summoning XP? Take all your free items and make your wolf pouch. Now, since I kind of accidentally disassembled my wolf pouch, I'm going to make some scrolls. Now traditionally, it's the same step if you use the Hylian aura, except for you'll save that pouch, and in your second step, you'll turn them into scrolls. This way you have the scroll the first pass, and then well, the pouch the first pass, and then scroll the second pass to get your XP. And then I'll come up here. It doesn't really matter where, but this is just usually where I do it for some reason. Like the logs. Now I got the fire making. Use the crayfish. Now I have the cooking. Craft the oak logs. Now I'll get my fletching. And now I'll high alch the bow. And I can disassemble the cooked crayfish, which you could do that, or the flax if you don't want the flax. Now the first time through, I'll trade with Poltax here, and I'll get the herb. Now if the herb is respawned, I'll get the herb again, but if you're doing it this way, back to back, you probably won't respawn. So the first time through, you get the herb, you clean it, you get your herb lore XP. This time around, put the herb in the vial. Now, I could have the unfinished potion, but I figure why not just use the Iron Newt, and then I'll have a potion for down the road whenever, if I need to mix that together with another potion. And there already is all 20 skills. So now it is actually completed, and all I need to do is head up north and deactivate it because I'm already good. So that is a yes. And Juan is right here. Just go ahead and talk to Juan. And we are already completed. And I am sorry, but I just realized there's no game audio because I have it set up through my soundbar. So you might hear some sound. I apologize for that. But that's pretty well how simple it really is. You just make one big giant loop. You can easily hit 20 skills within that giant loop. Now you probably could hit more if you so desire. There's little things you can do for the other skills. There's even agility right here. But to hit, I believe it's 25 for the last one. To hit 5 more skills really wouldn't be much to do because all you'd have to do is right here's agility. There is other things you can do for the other skills. There's rune crafting right there. You could just use your hood, teleport there. There's construction. If you have your portal set up right here, you can go straight in, do just a little bit of construction. So there would be even more. You could do some hunter here actually too, and then you can have your bird snare, get a bird, pretty easy peasy. And then you could also do divination. I know the closest one is actually kind of far, but if you have the extra energy sitting around, you could actually just transmute something and get your energy that way. But it's overall pretty simple, and actually what you really could do if you're a high enough level too, and odds are you're probably going to be a pretty high level if you can get that tier of Jack of Trades, you could actually make the hunter drop and actually drop that and then get your hunter XP from that. So there's plenty of ways to get 25 skills pretty easily. The only one I would actually kind of try to avoid is Slayer, because Slayer would require you to go out and get an assignment if you don't already have one. Now I know there is an area where you can go to that's relatively close to with the Gelatinous Abominations, but who's going to want to get Gelatinous Abominations and cancel a task? Or if you're already high level, go through and wipe out some of those things. So that's my thought on that, but again, that's up to your discretion there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helps out some people about planning a route. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.